You're now listening to the 11:30 podcast. Enjoy the show. Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Y'all already know what it is. Welcome back, everyone, to the 11:30 podcast. What's goody, everybody doing out there, man? For real, it's Wednesday. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's not 7:30, it's 11:30. It's time for the podcast. Good morning to everyone who's joining me back here, man, on YouTube. Appreciate it so much, man. It's going to be a dope one, man. Wednesday, beautiful day. If you're new to the podcast, man, like everyone as always is, each and every week, make sure you do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, like it, leave a comment, and do all that great stuff. And don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. But you guys, man, it's Wednesday. I'm back at it here on the podcast. Different setting, man, for real. I've been sort of on vacation probably for the last 3 weeks or so. But all jokes aside, though, man, I'm here on the podcast this week, man. Solo dolo, had a guest, but you know how that goes, man. We all know how that goes. But each and every week, I keep it moving on here on the podcast, man. For real. We got a couple of things we're gonna talk about, chat about this week, man. Here on the podcast, it's just about taking it one day at a time and just everything, man. And my fiance, 6 months, and my baby boy, he on the way. 3 more months, man. He gonna be on the way. We're gonna get into all of that. But this week, you guys, man, we're gonna start it off with the WTF moment of the week, you guys. So you already know it's time for the WTF moment of the week, you guys. Yes, we're gonna start this one off, man, with a WTF moment, man, for real. Man, all right, I got 2 of them, man, for real. Sometimes I can't hold myself, man, because I just be like, yo, really? WTF? All right, the first one, man, a 7-year-old girl, man, was at a church, at a communion, I believe get baptized. I'm not even too sure, though, but if you guys seen the video, man, it just went viral, man. Just millions and millions of people seen the video, and the girl came up, at a communion, she had to drink the wine and stuff like that, but man, everybody was just trying to, get the girl to, slow down and also stop chugging it. And she was just like, it was good. She did not stop at all, man. Like, WTF, man.
It was her first communion, and when the priest gave 7-year-old Brinley Heidebrink a wafer, she nibbled it daintily. But when Father Andrew Young handed Brinley the chalice, she tipped it back and chugged, and chugged, and chugged, guzzling the wine till even Father Andy couldn't hide his astonishment. She then folded her hands and exited gracefully. The angelic walkaway left me dead, posted one fan. Did she actually empty the chalice?
Yeah, I think so.
Her mom says Brinley was a bit nervous about the wine beforehand, asking,
how much am I supposed to drink again? And I literally told her, just tip it back, let it touch your lips. You don't even have to swallow.
She didn't just swallow, she wallowed in it.
I'm like, why did you drink so much? Do you remember? I don't know.
The Brandon, South Dakota girl told Mom she didn't even like the taste. After the wine went down the hatch, they sat down for spaghetti dinner.
She was a little talkative, and her cheeks were just flushed the entire night.
This is a kid whose favorite drink is usually
Sprite.
It was as if her first communion coincided with happy hour. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Her wasn't working now, I guess, but it don't seem like that was the first time she probably had some of that. Her mom probably left that wine on the table and she just chugged that. It was just like, oh yeah, Mom, it just wasted, my bad. But WTF, man, all the way. Shorty was just chugging that joke, man, for real. Second WTF, man, for real. Second WTF, man. Yo, a couple of months ago, everyone was going crazy with the whole Will Smith and the Chris Rock slap heard around the world, man, for real. And Chris Rock brother, did a performance, did a stand up, a comedy performance some months ago, and he was giving his opinions on, if that was the case. And so many people, hip hop artists, other comedians was just like, yo, man, if somebody come up on stage, I'm effing them up, man. They gonna get everything, to the max though. But last week, man, Dave Chappelle, funny ass comedian, very controversial also with his last flicks that have been coming on Netflix or whatnot. But yes, Dave Chappelle was doing a stand-up comedy jump, man. I can't remember where it was at, but WTF, man. The picture of the dude who was on a stretcher, his arm was bent all the way back. Like it was just like, bro, like everyone said it numerous of times, bro. Don't come on stage. Like if I'm doing my gig or I'm doing my set. DC Young Fly was another guy who fucked somebody up who came on stage and he was just going at him. And I think somebody said, man, if I was Chris Rock, I would have DC Young Fly to Will Smith or whatever the case was though. But WTF, man, for everyone who just think that it's cool to get up on stage or for me and my entertainment wise, I like wrestling, and I was talking about it on the podcast not too long ago. Even when I do commission with my guys each and every week, Warren Marlowe always bring up, man, how man you got so like upset on the episode because they were just talking about, yeah, man, it was cool for fans or whatnot. I think it was some misunderstood understatement that was going on there, but it was like, yeah, man, it's cool for people to jump over the barricade and XYZ. And I'm like, really? Like as a fan, like I don't think that is, man. I don't think it's really ever that serious. You had something wrong with him or her, bro. Like, really? Come on, bro. You paid your money, sit your ass there, laugh or not laugh. Put it like that. You don't need to be jumping up there trying to disrupt everybody else fun and time. They pay hard-earned money to come to this concert. But yeah, WTF though, man. The guy looked crazy,
Comedian
man.
Dave Chappelle was performing as part of the Netflix Is a Joke Fest here at the Hollywood Bowl last night when witnesses say a man rushed on stage and tackled him. This morning, multiple sources saying that man had what appeared to be a weapon. Of course, many witnesses at the show last night immediately took to social media to talk about what happened. They say 48-year-old Chappelle and the unidentified man tussled on the stage floor before the man ran away behind a screen on stage. Security staff surrounded and tackled the man in the rear corner. While the individual was being subdued by security, Chappelle appeared to run toward the altercation, saying the man was being, quote, stomped. He asked repeatedly for security to remove him from stage and even joked to the audience that the apparent attacker was, quote, a trans man.
Thank you, son. It was a trans man.
Yeah, of course, that's coming after the comedian has been criticized for his remarks about the transgender community. Now, a video circulating online showing the chaotic scene outside the Hollywood Bowl, the apparent attacker surrounded by security guards, then being placed on a gurney and being loaded into an ambulance to be taken to a hospital. The Los Angeles Police Department this morning has confirmed that they responded to an incident at the Hollywood Bowl around 10:45 last night, and a man who was reportedly armed with a gun and a knife was taken into custody. Investigators say one of the weapons the man was carrying can eject the knife blade, quote, when you discharge it correctly. It appears Chappelle was uninjured. He even went on with the show. This morning, we have reached out to Netflix and the Hollywood Bowl for comment on the incident. We have yet to hear back.
Like he was unrecognizable. I don't know if he trying to think he gonna suit. No, I mean, in this day and age, it's 2022. You get up on stage or you get up on anywhere, bro. Everybody gonna pull out their cameras, and that's just that. That's just that. But do I feel bad for the guy? No, I do not, though. But damn, bro, he ain't healing no time soon. He ain't healing no time soon. He probably still on that stretcher, man. But yo, don't get up on stage, man. If somebody doing their thing for real, don't come up here doing interrupting me here on the 11:30 podcast. You might lose all 10 of your toes. Who knows though? But man. But yo, we gonna keep it moving on here on the podcast, you guys, man. Yo, WTF, man, for real. always a WTF moment of the week, man. For real. I be having so many of them. I just gotta boil it down to maybe one or two. But all right, you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast, man. I was just saying a couple of things, getting into here this week here on the 11:30 podcast, man. It's just taking it one day at a time. A couple of weeks ago, I lost, my brother and stuff, and he got killed in South Carolina, excuse me. And each and every day, certain things that I just be like, man, that happened or this happened, and I'll be wanting to text him and tell him and stuff like that. No, I'm not about to cry. I think I need some water. But yeah, it just be wanting to text him and stuff like that. And I talked to my little brother, who was the one who actually, called me, and he called me and he couldn't get through to me, so then he texted me the message of our brother get killed and stuff like that. And I just was like, man, like every day I chat with him, and me and my little brother was just talking and stuff like that. And every time I just go to a message of his and chat with him or text with him, that message is like right there, right there. And I was like, man, that is so emotional sometimes, because my little brother, he always felt some type of way about the whole situation and stuff like that. And but man, I just be like, man, I'm just taking it one day at a time, just with that situation and just with life, because I know my brother will be proud of us, and be proud of me, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm just going to speak for myself. I definitely know he'd be proud of me, and, keeping the podcast going on and just keep thriving at it, man. Cause like I said, I just remember when he was just like, yo, man, like, what you want to do, bro? Like, what you want to do? Handed me the laptop and was like, yo, we about to do this King City thing. We about to take off, man. We about to start selling some shirts, some toothpaste, some deodorant. You feel me? And it was like, oh, okay, all right, like, okay, I guess, and I'm not doing anything, and I'm like, trying to get a job, and man, being in a wheelchair and having a disability, and not using that as a reason why I couldn't get a job, but it was more so like people don't want to hire you because they feel like you're a liability or anything like that. So it's just like, I always knew that I was everybody is destined for something great, man. But I just felt deep down inside like, man, like, fool can't get a job worth nothing. But it was like, once I got on this this sort of journey that I was sort of waiting for, and it was just telling me everything I needed to know, working with my brother. And obviously, that didn't go, too well. And this was all before the podcast and everything, man. And he was just like, yo, man, just do it. And he was doing exactly what I wanted to do, man. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. So each and every day, or each and every time that I may feel down or feel like, yo, man, this is really, like, because you get so many guests or who just be like, yo, man, I want to be on a podcast, or yo, man, I'm down, or whatever like that, and then they forget, or yet they just be like, oh man, I gotta postpone it. And I understand life happens though. For real, life happens though. But come on though, you feel me? Come on. But in times like this, hearing the feedback, hearing people who just rock with me, who just rock with me, man, and that's what keeps me going, and just vibing out on the podcast, man, and hearing people want me on their show, because, man, doing this consistently, December will be, 3 years and stuff. So, man, like, I gotta keep going on, and I was just saying to my fiance the other day, and I posted something on social media Monday evening, just about how excited and nervous, anxious, all this, all the above, all the above, just being a dad and being a father, coming up in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, for real. Before you can blink, and 3 months will be here before you know it, man. But yeah, just posting that and just was sitting back and just realizing like, damn, man, like people are so infatuated with people's personal life, like I don't know. I don't necessarily understand that, And like I was just telling someone, I'm still getting the hang of all of this, YouTube stuff for real, for real. I knew what I wanted to do, and a lot of people turn to Anchor, Buzzsprout, whatever podcasting hosts. Site or whatever that people can use to podcast, man. And I was just like, yo, bro, man, I would rather put on a show and do video or whatnot, but YouTube was the first and only thing that I thought of. But yeah, man, it just seems though a lot of people, bro, is just so infatuated, with people's life. And I post that and it's just like, okay, cool, I'm just saying how I feel. But once you post something about your business or yo, man, your podcast, it's crickets. I just find that to be so funny, though. You feel me? Like you could post like, "Hey, happy Mother's Day," or speaking of Mother's Day, I want to, wish all mothers out there once again happy Mother's Day. My fiance also, hope all the moms out there had a good time this past Sunday for real. But yeah, man, you could say happy Mom's Day or happy birthday to XYZ or yo, man, but just got shot, man, around the corner or whatever like that, man. And yeah, I don't know. I just came up with that name. But yeah, you can say all these stuff and you can get 50, 60 hearts, likes, thumbs up, care, all these emojis though. But as soon as you post something about, yo, man, hey, man, I want to raise some money for me to do something I want to do, or I want to promote my business or my podcast or such you don't get nothing. You just get crickets. Like it just seems though people don't. I don't want to say people don't want to see. And I hear a lot too. Yeah, just because people don't comment or say this or do this, don't mean they ain't paying attention to you. Or don't mean they ain't watching. And if they is or ain't, fuck them. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep rocking out. But still, I just find that to be so weird. Like. So weird though. So weird. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Taking it one day at a time, man. For real. That's what you gotta do, man. Because life is hard. Life is rough, man. And with the pandemic, we've been living in this pandemic era, society, world, whatever you want to call it. Pandemic time for the last 2.5 years, man. It's just been crazy for a lot of people. So people are getting back to work and doing their thing and everything like that. So, yo, man, take it one day at a time, man. Put one foot forward. And if you feel like you need some rest, man, just chill, man, for real. And the day I usually do my podcast, and obviously it was Mother's Day, and also my fiance, you can see in the background, you guys, some flowers and all that from my fiance on her birthday and Mother's Day and all that stuff, man. So you just take it one day at a time, and I was just, chilling. Obviously, for the weekend and stuff, and just recuperating. But obviously, man, when I put the microphone on and I get set up, man, and fiance said, I love when you turn the Dreonwheels, though. I just be like, okay, I think she'd just be sizing me up, though, for real, though. But, yeah, just like I said, man, just taking it one day at a time, man, for real. One day at a time here in life and just here on the podcast, man, for real. Definitely for real. Also, man, I seen something on social media, man, and I thought this was really, really dope, and not really dope that a lot of people can learn from. And with certain people out there, man, already are hit, man, for real. And some people don't realize that energy, man, is everything though. Is everything. But not only that, man, the power of yes and the power of no, man. Like I'm that type of person that, I like I said numerous times, I don't want no confrontation. I don't want, none of that. I ain't an argumentative person. So, I'm sort of a not necessarily people pleaser, but I wanna, make you if I'm around you and you're around me, I want you to be comfortable and fine or whatever, whatever the case may be. If you need anything, sure, I got you. All right, man. You need that, but like I'm that type of person. So I'm gonna say, yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, man, I got you. And realizing when you saying yes, man, is expensive. You feel me? A yes man comes with energy. Yes man comes with time. Yes man comes with, a lot of stuff. Rather than just saying no. Now, I'm not that type of person to be like, man, nah, but you gotta realize, man, no, uh protect your energy. No, you saying no to stuff that maybe you don't want to do, or know that, hey man, I don't want to go with you, or hey man, I don't want to hang around those people, man, is saving the energy and effort and a lot of stuff that you put into. Because if you're focused, you won't let things distract you, man. You won't let things distract you. And I think people are a definition of, of distracting others, man. So yo, man, learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. And yes, it's very expensive, man, for real. Because a motherfucker will hit you up and be like, yo, man, can I borrow $20? And you're that type of person. Be like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You say yes all the time, man. For real. It's expensive. That's 20. 20 leads to another 20. 20 leads to another 20. Now you realize, bro, you done had 10 people and asked you for $20, within 2 months, and you done said yes. That's a whole lot of money, man. That's expensive. You gotta say no sometimes, man, and just chill, man. For real, man. Just say no, man. Just say no. For real, man. Just say no. And like I said, you guys, man, coming up in a couple of weeks, my fiance is definitely gonna be having a baby boy. I cannot wait, man. I'm gonna definitely let you guys know his name in some months, but definitely not now, man. When he definitely comes, I'll let you guys know, man, for real. But for real, right now, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, you guys, man, and we're gonna continue the show right after this, man. For real, don't move, man. Yo, you're listening and you're watching, man, to the 1130 podcast, you dig?
With unlimited DVR and personalized recommendations, YouTube TV is live TV reinvented for the 21st century.
I prefer some of the earlier centuries, personally.
He does.
I do.
You can start watching YouTube TV right now without having anything installed in your house.
But having a technician come would motivate me to clean up, so...
You can watch YouTube TV on multiple devices at the same time.
Multiple devices?
But if we watch different shows in different rooms, we drift apart.
I don't want to drift apart from you.
I'm so sorry. Try YouTube TV for free. It's everything live TV should be.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Coffee Weaston.
This your boy D.O.E. Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man, you tuning in to 1130 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
approved.
Yo, we back here on the 1130 podcast. Appreciate everyone sticking with me throughout the small, quick commercial break, man. For real, it's Wednesday. We having Wednesday vibes here on the 1130 podcast. Riding here solo dolo, but it's all good, man. I love it. Keep it going on, though. But yo, man, for real, we're gonna keep it moving on here on the podcast. But before we do and keep it rolling on, though, yo, man, it's real sad to see that a lot of females out there, man, are celebrating the death of the very controversial Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, I believe, went viral, at least from the video footage that I seen. He went viral when I had my guys on, my man CJ and my man Terry and my other guy, man, from the Get It Off Your Chest podcast. Shout it out to them. When they were on, they actually told me about a video, and a video where Kevin Samuels, he was I guess a YouTuber, internet sensation guy, where he just laid it flat out to a lady who was, looking for a decent man who made six figures or whatever the case may be. And, he shut her down. He shut her down real fast. And a lot of women thought he came off aggressive, whether he did or didn't. Look at that. Okay. I ain't the judge in that. But yeah, a lot of women out there like saying, yes, man, thank God he's dead. And and yes, he did use his platform to really um downgrade and sort of belittle the black women, a lot of black women out there. But I don't think, regardless of what the man said, regardless of whatever, like life is precious, man. We don't want to be saying, thank gosh this dude is dead or blah 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 just because he said something you didn't agree with. And it goes back to the whole Will Smith thing. Will Smith was sitting there laughing and shit as soon as he seen Jada look, and she didn't like it. Now you gotta go up there, smack somebody, do something aggressive just because you ain't like what nobody said. But like, it's crazy though. But prayers to his family though, and it's just a lot of people saying, yo, man, we gonna miss this dude. Bro. Look at, I never watched the dude or whatever, but yo, man, come on. Like, I think we as people need to do better, man. We don't need to be celebrating a man's death though. Like, yeah, whatever though. But yeah, man, there's some other guys that's on the rise right now, man. You need to watch out for who's having a whole lot of hand in doing this controversy stuff with the whole Kevin Samuels stuff and everything like that. But nonetheless, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast, man, for real. A news broke, man, about everybody, to all my podcasters, man, about posting on Facebook. And you guys, man, need to beware. That's why I tell my guys, man, all the time, man, get you a YouTube channel, man. Get you a YouTube channel, build it, and, go hard at it, whatever the case may be. Or if you're going to do the Instagram thing, do it. But me personally, I will suggest somebody, get a YouTube channel. I mean, doing the whole Facebook live thing and, putting out your podcast, that's great. That's totally great. But since Facebook is supposed to be shutting down the whole podcast business and, removing podcasts, from Facebook in some sort of fashion starting June 3rd, yeah, man. And one of my buddies, Blackheart, who I do the commission with, is saying, if you stream through StreamYard, you should be straight. So, I was definitely use Zoom in the beginning, but man, straight like last week's episode, I was afraid that the video got lost, and with an episode way back when I had the brother and sister on, man, I can't remember their names though, but shout them out. They were on the podcast. They were real close with Helen from the Honestly Helen podcast, but they were on in that episode, got misplaced. But since I was using StreamYard lets you, download the episode over again, and you could be able to save it. But you guys, man, if you're out there doing your thing, I understand Instagram is free. People got, the social media jumps right on their phone. But I say get you a YouTube, build your YouTube channel, and have people come to your YouTube, so they can watch your shows instead of ever them, clicking on Facebook or Instagram just to watch your videos, man. So build up something, man, for real. Definitely can turn into a business, man. For real, definitely gonna turn into a business. Hey, yo, man, before I roll on out of here, man, loyalty, man. Loyalty is real. I'm a real loyal person, man. For real. You ask my fiance, definitely a loyal person. But as everyone says and everyone know, man, loyalty always has an expiration date on it, man. For real. If you been loyal, loyal to someone or to something is causing you your peace or your happiness or your freedom or whatever the case may be, or just not sitting right with you, man. Just you got to check that, man, because everything got an expiration date on it. Not just things that's at the store. Everything got an expiration on it, day on it. Life has an expiration date, But be loyal to the right person, man. Be loyal to the right people, and don't let nobody use you. Don't let nobody use you, man. Because the whole thing with me just being strictly here on YouTube, man, is just that I just felt like it wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. It wasn't going the way I wanted to go, and everything was just like, it was just centered around one show. It was centered around one show, and it just felt like oh yeah, I'm just here just to be here. No, hey, how you doing? Feedback, anything like that. Tell me how I'm doing or whatnot. But you guys, man, like you said, loyalty has an expiration date on it. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to those who are loyal to you. And man, I just want to take this time out. And also, I want to thank everyone who support the 1130 podcast each and every week, you guys, man, for real here on YouTube. Over 25,000 views on YouTube, man. 1.18 thousand subscribers. I thank every single body who followed the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. I thank you guys so much. Without you guys, man, who support the 1130 podcast, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I mean, I'd be keep doing it though, but man, I appreciate the support. The long way, for real, man. Definitely for real. I appreciate it. But you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the podcast. If I wrap it up, man, the NBA playoffs is underway. It's looking good right now. I'm liking what Phoenix doing. So I got Phoenix taking on the Bucks. I thought the Celtics were. I ain't even gonna say I thought the Celtics. A lot of people thought the Celtics, were okay. They gone. They gone just because what they did to Brooklyn in the first round. They swept them. So I got the Milwaukee Bucks. I got the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Phoenix Suns. I think Chris Paul, he gonna take that ring, man. He gonna take that ring all the way. He gonna take it all the way, man. Speaking of ring, man, Tom Brady, man, Super Bowl champion, has announced that after his football season is done, he's going right to Fox Sports, man, and be a commentary, man. So, like, man, your man ain't going nowhere, man. Your man ain't going nowhere at all. So that is going to be something to see, man. So you definitely know where Tampa Bay play some games, and win, lose, draw. They're going to definitely have him stick around to be on a commentary table for a little bit just to see how things go, man. And obviously, that's the thing. That's the way to go. Being in the business for so long, you've seen guys, Chuck being one of them, in the NBA, just so many guys. Reggie, just so many guys who played the game and, transition over to being, in the commentary or being a coach or whatever thing like that, or being backstage, so definitely kudos to Tom Brady, man, for real, man. But man, this was a dope show. I'm not gonna keep rambling on and wasting you guys' time, man. Wednesday, it is Wednesday. Tune in Off the Top Ropes podcast, you guys. Today, 5 p.m. Yes, commission. We live at it. Blackheart, Warren Marlowe, Cyber Yeti. We gonna be in the building, man, giving our thoughts and opinions about everything wrestling, man, for real. And all the fans are going crazy right now over Roman Reigns video that went down. I believe it was Saturday night. He posted and said, man, a lot of people won't be seeing him a whole lot, no more. They won't be seeing him a whole lot. And to find out, Roman Reigns has signed a new contract. A new contract will allow him to be at less house shows. That mean non-televised events, because since WrestleMania and the whole thing about Roman Reigns, he's the universal champion or whatever the case may be, he's injured. But I've seen a lot of videos that WWE had posted or just on social media that he's been appearing and wrestling a lot of house shows. So, I was thinking maybe he was going to take some time off or whatnot, but nonetheless, he's going to be taking a back seat right now and hopefully doing whatever he wants to do. A lot of people say, man, it's nothing less for him to do. It's just how The Rock, left off. He accomplished everything he wanted to do in WWE. He won the Royal Rumble. He became WWE champion. He beat the who's who, in WWE right now. And Roman Reigns has done that. He has beaten Randy Orton. He has beaten Seth Rollins. He has beaten Triple H. He has beaten The Undertaker in the main event of WrestleMania. He's beat some of these legendary superstars. Like, what else is it for him to do? Now he has, won both championships at WrestleMania. And I mean, I don't like the mindset in wrestling where it's, yo, man, there's nothing else left for me to do, so I'm out of here. I mean, like, damn, is John Cena the only one who can stay 20 years, or Randy Orton that could stay 20 years? But I don't know, man. We're gonna definitely chat on that, you guys. This coming Wednesday tonight on Commission Talk on Off the Top Rows podcast, and also tune in for the 11:30 podcast. Talk pro wrestling, man. Definitely gonna be a vibe, man. Also, with Edge, definitely Edge, man. What he got going on with the whole Judgment Day and Damian Priest, and now with this past Sunday, we've seen Rhea Ripley joins Judgment Day, man. That's like the hottest things going on right now on Monday Night Raw. And Edge is the personification of what I've been saying for the longest of part-timers, old school wrestlers, or whatever you want to call it, who's coming back, being in the WWE, and just only stand for, and not only just stand for maybe a month or two or a couple of weeks. It's the fact that Edge is starting the faction, and not only starting the faction, he's recruiting young talent who were probably in high school when he started wrestling, who probably were kids and stuff like that. Like, come on, like Rhea Ripley and who really definitely needed to get away from the tag team division and just need to be a dominant singles women's wrestler. We already got Damian Priest. We already heard the tremendous backstory on how he got rejected by WWE in the first place, and then he gained so much weight and this whole 360, lost it again, and then he's working with a Hall of Fame. Almost 12, 13-time world champion. Like, come on, no. But yeah, Edge is what he's doing right now is working with the young talent. That's what I wanted to do. Brock Lesnar was doing it a little bit with Sami Zayn. I thought that was very interesting. Coming on SmackDown week in and week out, and he was working with Sami, or whatever the case may be. But hey. Yeah, that's that, man. That's that. You guys, man, tune in, like I said, Off the Top Rows podcast. Check us out, man. Commission. We're going to be live chopping it up. And also, man, Off the Top Rows podcast, tune in to your favorite wrestling game show, man. For real. WrestleNary, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. You don't want to miss it. So test your wrestling knowledge. If you down for the challenge, hit up my man Blackheart, OTTR, Off the Top Rows podcast, and see if you can test your wrestling knowledge. See if you smarter than a wrestler, or smarter than a fifth grader or whatever. So definitely tune in, man, for real. And also, like I said, the 11:30 podcast this Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming on YouTube, you guys. That's gonna be definitely dope. The audio version will be available the next day, man. But man, I'm out of here. But before I do, you guys, you know what time it is. Don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at the 11:30 podcast. Like the 11:30 podcast on Facebook, you guys. Yes, like the 11:30 podcast on Facebook, and subscribe to the 11:30 podcast if you haven't done so already on YouTube, man. I appreciate it a lot, man. We gotta keep going here. I gotta keep going, man, here on the 11:30 podcast, man. You can't stay complacent and change, man, and changing here on the podcast, whether that's views, whether that's subscribers, is growth, man. Just gotta keep it going. So I appreciate it a lot. This has been a dope episode, man. Don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms, you guys, for real, and tell a friend about the 11:30 podcast. You did, it's been a dope one. Hope you guys stay safe, stay blessed, man. Give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? From myself, Dre, aka Dreonwheels, man. I'll see you guys next week. I'm out.
I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 11:30 podcast, Dreonwheels, he is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 11:30 podcast, Dreonwheels, he is the one. He the one, nigga. So let's get it, baby. He the one. Who with me? So he breathes, baby. Let's get it. You with me? Yeah, they gon' hate, but they ain't stopping this. I'ma keep making hits. Dreonwheels, you know it ain't no copying. Was you sitting there on the carpet with us? Yeah, we knew we had some options. We blessed, we ain't got no problems. Speak something that I gotta be honest. Told him he was gon' blow, and that's my promise. We too smart, and we leave Everybody bossing, everybody flossing, but they ain't tell you on paper, nigga, what it really cost you. If you grind from the bottom, then it feel more awesome. Don't be scared of us, just approach with caution. 1130 podcast, nigga, is you watching? I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 1130 podcast, Dreonwheels is the one. Let's get it.